Hi guys, it's me, Jeannie, the Witch of Boise, and I'm here to do the monthly tarot forecast for the collective for January 2025. Before I begin, make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, and tell me which day in January you're looking forward to seeing what the energy is. Apologies, I am actually filming on January 1st, 2025. It is 8:39 Mountain Time. So I haven't even pulled the card for January 1st. I was a little traumatized by the yearly tarot forecast for the collective. That is in my channel, so you can see how that goes. But we can kind of do a little like abbreviation of what we went over. So for the collectives 2025, it is going to be the Ten of Swords. This is my least favorite card of the whole entire deck. I hate it. I do not like it. It is nasty energy. It is not good energy. Like the positive about this card is that, well, at least it's over with. It can be a little nasty. And then we have for January, for the collective, it's going to be Justice, but in the reverse. This is the Crow Tarot deck, by the way. Those two cards. The Justice in reverse with that Ten of Swords energy for January. Sorry, the dog is drinking water. There's a lot of background noise, so apologies. But with those two energies, it's just not looking very good. There is like betrayal or backstabbing, kind of sneaky energy, and then there's an injustice that happens with that. So whether someone's getting away with something or it's just kind of not great energy. So I'm really kind of interested to seeing what this per day the cards are. Now, if you need to make sure that you are following me on Instagram and Facebook, because I do a card of the day every single day. After I'm done filming this, I'll be putting the card of the first on there. But for the most part, I'm pretty good about doing it every single day. There might be a day or two that stuff happens, but for the most part, pretty reliable on that. So my username is Witch of Boise, all one word. And I'm just going to kind of try to breeze through these pretty quickly. And you can find those readings, daily readings, on my Instagram or Facebook. So I'm going to change the camera angle so you can see what the heck I'm doing. Hold on one second. Okay, so we are at this angle. I am in my pajamas and I just got out of the shower because I really wanted to do a reset of the energy of January to make sure I wasn't just kind of going off of that initial year forecast energy I was going for. Any of these fires that are coming out, we are not going to be taking. So I'm just going to quickly shuffle these, and then it looks like here is my calendar. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in January, and then I'll cut this into 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And I'm just going to put this discard over here. All right, so we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So let's get started. Wednesday, January 1st of 2025, we have the Three of Cups, but this is in the reverse. So this can be either canceled plans, it can be kind of like hanging out by yourself. It can also kind of be an idea of that maybe the friends that you have aren't actually good friends. A lot of times I think of this when it's like you're done with your partying ways, and then you kind of look at the people you party with and you're like, that's all we had in common. So it's that kind of energy too. But it definitely kind of like, and I'm really feeling this, where I was very not social today. I just kind of wanted to chill and enjoy my day, and that's kind of this energy. So that tracks, at least for me. Then we have January 2nd on Thursday, and we have the King of Pentacles. So this is a little bit of a chaotic energy. There might be some money issues that are happening, a little bit of spontaneous overspending, but it can also be like that spontaneous energy where you're feeling a little bit more adventurous than you normally are. So that's kind of a fun way of doing it, but a lot of times it's just not feeling stable, and home life might be a little bit rocky. Then we have Friday, January 3rd, and that's going to be the 9 of Cups, but in the reverse. This is something where you have been working hard towards manifesting, or you're wishing for something to happen. And unfortunately at this time, it is not going to be happening. It doesn't mean that it won't ever happen, but it's just kind of like, go back to the drawing board. It's not meant for you at this time. Keep dreaming, but it's just not there at this time. Then we have Saturday, January 4th, and this is going to be the Sun in reverse. So, this is like feeling burnt out. This can also be feeling depressed, feeling low. Seasonal depression can be a part of it as well. But it's really kind of going into theme. This energy that's happening is really going into theme of this year. My God. Okay, so let's go to the second week. I'm just going to move all of these over just like so. And we're going to do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday. Okay, so we have the 5th of January. We're going to have the 8 of Pentacles. So there's something that you are trying to master, whether that is a something that has to deal with your career, work, but this can be just mastering something that you can do with your hands. And you're might be a little bit tired of it. It's a little bit tedious, but you're actually mastering a skill. So this is a really good sign of just keep on working, even though it might feel like you're going nowhere. It's a good indicator that you are honing on your skills. Okay, Monday, January 6th, 2025. This is going to be the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is a couple different things. That she's very not fun, very cold, very bitchy, very straight to the point. This is also going to be for some of the collective, signifying a divorce, an end of a relationship, or just kind of that sign of that you're going to be single for a while. And that's not a bad thing, but it's very much like, lighten up. I think that's the biggest thing, is that it's going to be that energy of like, there's no fun to be had. You have to get this done. And it's like, okay, we can still be productive and have a little bit of joy. So just kind of keep keep that in mind during Monday. Tuesday, the 7th, is going to be the Empress, but in the reverse. So there's a part of you that you are not nurturing, that you are, you're not taking care of yourself. You're not taking care of a goal in mind, or some sort of aspect you're trying to make into fruition. So you just want to make sure that you are nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, and taking care of people that are around you that may need your help. It's going to feel like things are not in your favor, and you might be really easily disappointed or want to give up, and that's just not the case. You just need to make sure that you are just taking care of yourself and really realizing what your goal is, if it really is attainable as well, and maybe breaking down the goal in a little bit more so you're not putting so much emphasis on a really, really big goal. So yeah, it's just a big part of it is nurturing yourself. Then we have Wednesday, January 8th. And that's going to be the Star in reverse. And this is just kind of going really hand in hand with that Empress, where it's just not taking care of yourself. And there's healing that needs to be had. And it's almost like ignoring that, or thinking that you don't need to heal from it, that you can just cut something off or just be done with it. And it's like you have to process it. And this can be also like ignoring physical ailments as well. So if you're needing to go to the doctor, or something is hurting or whatnot, don't ignore it. And you're going to probably find yourself trying to ignore significant healing issues, whether that's emotionally, spiritually, or physically. Then we have January 9th on Thursday. Okay, we have a lot of major arcanas in a row. This is the moon. It's in reverse. So there's going to be an aspect that you're going to be coming across where things might have been cloudy, or you weren't sure of something. And it's actually going to be very crystal clear. There's no question of what the intentions are or what is going to be happening in that. There's just no question of what it is. There's a lot of clarity happening on Thursday. Then we have Friday, the 10th of January, and this is the Page of Cups, but in the reverse. So this is something where you might be waiting for someone to be reaching out to you, or a message that is close to your heart. So this is something that you're either desiring, or it's something that you're tenderhearted about, and you're just not going to hear from it. So if you're really wanting answers from someone else, or in whatever this message may be that you're looking for, you are going to have to be the one to seek it. You cannot wait for it to come to you, because it won't come in either a timely manner or at all. So if you're looking for answers, you have to take action within yourself. Then we have Saturday, the 11th. And that is the Seven of Swords, but it's in the reverse. So this is something where maybe you have been on guard about people, or in just really trying to figure out your own boundaries. And you might be really, really rigid on those, which is very good. You need to make sure that you stand firm onto your boundaries, but it's not cutting everyone out. So there might be someone that is coming in that you might be a little weary about. And it's, if you have those healthy boundaries in place, you are allowed to have people come into your life. So it's lower your walls a little bit, and you don't have to be suspicious of everyone. Not everyone is going to hurt you. So that's kind of like a really good message on that Saturday. Okay, let's go to the third week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay. Let's go. All right, Sunday, we have strength. What a beautiful energy to have. This is, you have the strength and courage to overcome everything. And strength doesn't even have to come from being loud or, being super aggressive either. Can come from a really quiet strength as well. And some of you might realize that you're tired of being strong all the time, and that's okay, but you do have the strength to overcome any sort of obstacle that comes your way. Then we have Monday, and that's going to be the 10 of Swords, but in the reverse. So this is showing something where you felt trapped, or you didn't really see an escape or a way out. And the good thing, though, is that you're seeing things clearly. And it kind of is echoing that moon in reverse energy, where things are starting to make a little bit more sense. You're starting to take that blindfold that you put on there too. So a lot of this is like a self-sabotage thing. And you're seeing, okay, there is a pathway out of this situation. So you're able to see that you can move forward and leave a situation. And that can be anything. That can be leaving a job, moving, having a conflict with someone, a relationship, whatever the case may be. You're seeing that you're not trapped or stuck there. You're able to be free from it if you need to be, or see what that conflict is and be able to maneuver through it. Then we have Tuesday. And that was, this was also on the 13th on Monday, the 8 of Swords in reverse. This is the full moon in Cancer as well. So we have Tuesday, January 14th. This is the 5 of Pentacles. So there can be some unexpected charges, money issues happening. A lot of times I see it as like either like car problems, or like you have you need to call a plumber or something like that, where it's unexpected charges. And so you're feeling a little tapped out financially. This is also unofficially, and just in my own working these cards, this can be a pregnancy card as well. So be extra careful during this day, or you might find out that you're pregnant. But this is also saying, back to that financial burdens aspect, that it's not always going to be winter. Spring will come. So it's not something that you're going to be having to deal with forever, in a sense. Okay, then we have Wednesday the 15th, and that's going to be the 2 of Cups, but in the reverse. So this is like a disillusion of it can be of a partnership, and that can be romantic, platonic, coworker, family member, that kind of thing. But this is also an imbalance too. So there might be a partnership where someone is giving their all and the other partner is just coasting about. So it's really important, if you're feeling this imbalance, to correct it. And if the relationship is worth saving, to correct it. If not, it's really time to think about leaving. Then we have Thursday, January 16th, and that's going to be the page, or not the page, but the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is about mapping out a way forward. This can also be a message that is coming to you, because knights can be messengers. But I always see this as like planning out something, but very meticulous, because it is the Pentacles. This is very slow moving energy. So you might find yourself in a long-term situation that you're trying to figure out how to get to that point. And it just involves a lot of steps, and you cannot be impulsive about it. You have to really plan it out very, very carefully. And also, like, it's like plan B, C, D, you know, all of them, all of the plans to move forward towards what you're trying to get. Sorry, I am wearing my pajamas too. So you're like, where's her pants? No, I'm wearing pants. Okay, they're pajamas. All right, now we have the Page of Pentacles, and that is going to be for the 17th of January on Friday. So this is the pages are messengers, and so there's something that is coming in, and this is like through career or earthly matters, and it's not what you're wanting, and it like feels very chaotic. So it can be a message that you were looking forward to, that was for that, and it's going to come out of not necessarily left field, but it's going to come a lot differently than you expected. So when this is in the upright, it's more routine, structured, that kind of thing. And so with this in the reverse, it's really kind of a chaotic energy. So you might even be getting a message that is just a little bit out of that left field, a little bit chaotic, or something that you're just not expecting out of it. So like an example that's just coming into my mind is like if you're doing, if you're looking for something that's career-wise and you're applying for a job and they said, you know, the job's been filled, but we do have this other opening that's actually more money, or something that's just like might be like even that other push of like, oh, that's like a really good opportunity. That's kind of this energy that I'm feeling. Then we have Saturday the 18th, and that's going to be the Knight of Swords, but in the reverse. So we have Knight energy, and this is going to really echo this Pentacle, Knight of Pentacles energy. When he's in the upright, the sword, he's pretty much act now, think later. Get the job done and then kind of clean up the mess afterwards. And with this in the reverse, it's very methodical. So it makes me really wonder if it's like this plan that's happening and then you get this and it goes kind of back into that like, okay, we're planning long term and have to like really plot it out in a intentional way. Okay, let's go on to the fourth week. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then we have the Five of Wands for Sunday the 19th. And this can be themes of 2024. Something that you might have experienced during 2024. This is also competition. So there might be something that's happening where other people are trying to copy you or try to do a competition. Some of it might be healthy. A lot of times it's just drama where it's just like, get your own idea. But it's just really important at this point to not engage in the drama and just kind of like be the people that are outside like watching it go down. But you're gonna see some squabbles, you're gonna see some dramatics, and it's just important that you don't get caught up in it. But some of you might. Then we have the 20th of January, and that's going to be the Hanged Man, but in the upright. So this is something where you have been feeling, you might have even been like on a pause for something. So just waiting for something to happen. This is your sign that you need to act on it. So it stops sitting around and watching it happen. You've already overanalyzed it. You know what is going to happen. So you just really need to go for it. And don't let anyone else kind of take that opportunity from you. Because that's when this is in the upright, it is very much watching other people they might come after your success or see what you're doing and kind of piggyback on it. This is very much like, don't let that happen. You need to act on it. Tuesday, the 21st, is the High Priestess, and this is trusting your intuition. So there's going to be energies that are going to be happening where you need to really be trusting in your intuition. You're also going to be really in touch with the spiritual world. Then we have the 22nd, Wednesday, and that is going to be the Two of Pentacles. This is about juggling and multitasking. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that's happening. So you just want to make sure that you are balancing those out and prioritizing. Then we have Thursday, January 23rd. That's going to be the Page of Swords, but in the reverse. So this is something where you have a message that is coming to you very quickly. When this is in the upright, it's more of a delayed message. So that's why I say it's going to be coming in quickly. This is also something where you might be worried about what you're putting on social media, or if you might be feeling like that there's some ill intention of someone that is on social media. And this is just saying that whoever you might have concerns with do not have ill intentions. This is as well as like someone might even be reaching out to you that found you on social media, and that's just another sign of like it's not terrible. There's not ill will at this point. So proceed with caution, of course, but it's definitely just something where someone's curious and someone's going to reveal themselves too. Then we have Friday the 24th, and that's going to be the 6 of Cups, but in the reverse. So there's something that feels like the past, but it definitely is not the past. So don't kind of get caught up in that like, oh, this person reminds me of this one person I went to elementary school with. And it's not that person, you know? And so you can't put them in the same box. But this can be something that even like they talk like them, or they have kind of the same personality. It might even be that they look like them. And it's just being aware of it's not the same, and it might remind you of the past, but it's not. It's going to be different. And then we have Saturday the 25th. And that's going to be the 2 of Swords. So there's going to be a situation where your heart and your mind are not in alignment. So it's very important at that time that you really pause and look at why they aren't in alignment, and kind of figure out what your next move is for that. Okay, so let's go to last week. And it is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. Okay, Sunday, the 26th of January is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is let the universe do its thing. Do not control what is happening. It's a buckle up, Buttercup, and see what happens. It's a really fun card, and the universe is doing its thing. Then we have Monday the 27th, and that's going to be the Knight of Wands, but in the reverse. And this is something where it's long-term energy. So it might be a little bit more serious. If you are maybe dating someone, there could be something where it's becoming more serious, more permanent, more long-term. This is also can be canceled travel plans. So there might be a flight canceled, or you were planning on something and it's just not going to work out. Then you have Tuesday, January 28th, and that's going to be the 8 of Wands. So there's something that you're trying to get news on, and it's not going to be coming. You're going to be maybe waiting for it. This kind of goes back to that energy of the Page of Cups in reverse, where it's if you're looking for the answers, you need to seek them yourself, because it's not going to come to you. And it will eventually, especially with this card, but it's not going to be coming out of left field. It's just not going to come quite yet. Then we have Wednesday, the 29th of January. This is also the new moon in Aquarius. And it's going to be the 5 of Swords, but in the reverse. So there's something that you will, how do I say it? You have lost, but you've won. So this definitely is something where you have experienced a loss, but in the grand scheme of things, you've won it. But it's also just kind of a weird energy of just things they're not as they appear. And so it's just very important to not look too past what am I trying to say? It's not get too caught up in the moment of victory or of loss, because it's not going to be what is happening. So again, it's that like if you're experiencing a loss, it's actually a win. If you're experiencing a win, it's actually a loss. So it's just being careful of that very illusionary energy that's happening. And that's on that new moon too of Aquarius. Then we have Thursday, January 30th, and that's going to be the 7 of Cups. So this is another illusionary energy. There's a lot of options that are coming your way. So you want to make sure that you are looking at all of these options pretty carefully. Because some of them might be too good to be true, or the first option seems really easy, or like it's just what it is. And then like if you choose it without looking at everything else, then you might find out that it actually was the worst option to do. So it's very important to look at everything and be very analytical about it. Then we have Friday, the 31st of January, and we're ending on a good note. We're ending on the 10 of Cups, but this is also illusionary energy as well, where it can be for some that they might be in a fantasy. But the biggest one is that you're in a really good sweet spot in either a relationship or something emotional, and it's just a really good time to kind of savor that sweetness. And because everything is fleeting, everything will change, but it's just a really sweet time to just really embrace the like love around you and celebrate what's good in your life as well. So overall, this month is kind of like chaotic. And if you watched my yearly tarot forecast with all of the months, the first part of this year is going to be like it's kind of ungageable. And it's the first time I've ever really experienced it when I'm trying to gauge energies like that. It just feels like it's like blowing on its own path. So it's kind of odd to gauge it. This one feels kind of similar, although the energy is a little bit all over the place. I'm not feeling anything that is coming out towards me that is like a huge red flag. I just think that this entire year is kind of that huge red flag. So that's a good thing. But yeah, the energy is just going to be a little bit all over the place. I think we're going to start off a little bit ick, and then we're going to start to kind of get into the groove of what I'm talking about with that like energy off the rails. But I think overall it doesn't seem like it's going to be super weird or terrible, but especially with that 10 of Swords just being in there, and then there's an injustice happening, and I think that's kind of where we're seeing that disjointed energies that are happening at like the beginning, and then right here around there's a couple spots where it's just kind of like, huh? But it's mostly at the beginning of the month, so that's kind of good. All right, I'm gonna just move you on up. Hi. Don't mind me. So like I like literally needed to get into the shower and like get ready for this. I'm getting my PJs, get comfy. But yeah, thank you for watching this whole way through. My goal for this year for Witch of Boise is to do more YouTube videos. So if you like that, make sure that you do interact with this video by liking, subscribing, commenting, telling me which day you're excited for. And make sure you go follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm most active. It's linked to my Facebook as well. And I do the cards of the day every single day. So just check my stories and you'll see these cards. That's how I get them, is these videos. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.